they really, really need that environment, you know.
Yeah.
They don't have their work discipline there yet and structure yet.
No, I know. And I had 3 people in that age bracket as well: Petra, Paige, and a girl called Joanne. Joanne's Chinese, Petra is from Croatia, and Paige is Canadian. So Paige is 26, Petra's 32, Joanne's 23, I think. So all that sort of millennial age anyway.
Yeah.
And just because of the nature, I have a home office, but we have space. We have a big dining area that we all sit around. So Paige comes in and works with me every day. And when the weather was really bad in the winter time, she worked from home because it was just not good to travel. But so she, like, right now I'm in Palm Desert, but she's sitting at my desk. Everything's getting done. She loves the structure, but she loves the quietness.
Yes.
She's actually better when Joanne and Petra are not around.
Oh, wow.
Because she shuts down a little.
Yeah.
Whereas Petra and she works from her home, but she'll come to work with me once a week in person. But we'll message each other or Zoom, 4 or 5 times a day. And then she just gets on with it, and she's great. And Joanne, I probably speak to her about once a week. She just keeps her head down. She just does. She's only 20 hours a week. So I've been very fortunate to find those kind of people. So I get what that means. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so I know we'll have somebody, but I just want to, take a breather before I have somebody. So in the meantime, obviously I'm going to rely on your team to get that stuff done. So
yeah, no trouble at all. No trouble. So what a couple of things I've thought about with your email, because obviously we only have 150 likes on Facebook. I just set the recording as well, so we can.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, carry on with this. Yeah. You obviously have way more people on your email list that don't like your Facebook page. So I thought it would be a really good idea to, first of all, there's a couple of things. We can import your email list into Facebook, and then they get a message from Facebook suggesting they like the page.
Okay.
So that is doable through Facebook ads. And the other way to do it is to put it out in the next email that we're putting a lot more effort into our social media between LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Which is your favorite? We'd love to connect with you, and here are the links, and put that actually into the body of an email, and maybe even incentivize some people for, and over the next month, for people who are joining new, we're going to have some fun, some prizes, and it could be signed copies of books, or it could be one-on-one with Helen, or a few different ideas, just to give them a reason to want to jump over and join us on social.
Okay, sure.
Does that sound okay?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Now, are you okay with crafting that email, or do you want us to help you with that?
Help.
Okay, we'll do that. We've done that before, so.
I mean, from my point of view, it's like, wow, I have 150 likes. I'm like really happy. Like, there's 150 people already without us doing anything.
Yes, but when you think of the size of your list. Yeah,
so
I agree.
The idea of expanding it is like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because the beauty of Facebook is who knows who. So if we have 150 actual likes, then what we'd like to try and do is to market to people who like our page and their friends. So, and generally their Facebook friends are like-minded people. So the more likes we can get, not just likes because it's a bigger number, qualified likes, but then it gives us a chance to reach out to their friends more. So that's really what I want to be able to. There's no reason at all why you shouldn't be in the 1,000 or so. In fact, let me screen check. I did something in the back end that you would have seen with your Facebook. You see the screen okay? Okay. So with your Facebook.
Oh, wow.
You can,
Facebook.
Oh, gosh. You've probably never seen them. Yeah. Well, I remember we need to change this cover to your next webinar.
Sure, that's fine with me.
Get the links and everything going for that. Okay. So in this button here, it's Insights. So this is the same as Google Analytics, if you like, but it's for Facebook. And what we've got running right now is you can see, it'll tell you what's happened on the page in the last week. So we've got page previews, page views, 1 new like this week. What I'm most happy about is because we've been posting a lot more actively, how many people we've reached. So even though the 150 likes, because we've been actively posting now, over 5,000 people have had eyeballs on your page.
Oh, that's cool. That's
which
just
is,
in a week.
that's just in a week. And this is all organic too. 392 people have engaged either by liking, commenting, or sharing, which is fantastic.
Wow.
So this shows what's possible once we get the strategy, really running.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the ad that obviously that's running right now.
Mm-hmm.
And this was, remember I texted you the other day and there was a very inappropriate comment. Somebody had commented on this, and
Yeah.
I think the question was something about, what was the best book you'd ever read or something like that. And this fella had wrote, and it was an image of a lady like spitting out her coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And I hid it, so I can't see it now. But basically, the fellow had said, certainly not the Bible. You got to remember, you guys, that Jesus was nailed to a cross, not an effing boomerang. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that's not appropriate. So there's two options when somebody writes that kind of thing on your page, because I've got your notifications set, so anything that happens comes straight to my phone. You can either block somebody completely like that, so they can't write it on the page again, and I normally do that at a second offense or a terrible first offense. But what I did was I hid his comment, and what that means is nobody can see it except the admin of the page and the person who wrote it and his buddies. So effectively, it's gone. But he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that because from his eyes, he thinks it's still there. So,
I love it. I love it.
So that's what I did.
That's what the text message was about.
That's what it was. And I know you went,
well, thank
I don't know what you're talking about, but sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for doing that, because I really, religion and politics and sex are not topics that we touch.
No. And then what Facebook does for us then, on any given day of the week, as you hover over it, it shows you when your audience is around, which gives us the right intel to know what time of day to do our posts.
Wow.
So it's just in Insights here, and then as you hover over each day, it tells you can see on the curves that's the time that people are most active on their social media, specifically Facebook. So like on a Wednesday, it's telling us the best time to post would be about 8:30 in the morning here. And then there's other different peaks. So it's not that much different because we don't have too many likes on the page just yet, but it's good intel for us, and that's what this does. So that's there, and that changes every week. And then what this is the posts that we do. And even though people may not like, comment, or share, what it tells us is exactly how many people are reached by each post. And then the blue box here.
What does reached mean? Because
that means a number of eyeballs that actually appears on people's timeline. So that the actual wall of people's Facebook, that's how many people the post actually appeared on.
Okay, got it.
So 172 sets of eyeballs, if you like.
Okay.
And if it was paid, it would be dark orange next to it. And then what we also then have, obviously it shows you the different types of posts. But then here, this is a number of comments and the number of engagements which go on here. And then what's interesting here is this blue line. This is a number of people who clicked on the photograph, but may not have said anything. So even though we only effectively had 4 comments here, we actually had 33 people that went through the photographs. So
which photo was that?
So you can literally just sweep over here, and then you can see the group of pictures.
Oh.
Yeah. Cool. So you can see here, effectively, we only had 4 reactions, which was 3 likes and 1 love. In fact, 33 people clicked through the pictures.
Oh, that's
even
so
though
cool.
Even though they may not have said anything. So that's encouraging. So that's how we managed to reach the 110. Was because other people were then seeing what was going on.
Very cool. Very cool. Neat.
And then, as you can see, because we were actively posting, it was making a huge difference to how many people were reaching it, because we're feeding the Facebook machine, if you like, and that's really cool. What I've been trying to do is find some alternative posts, which it's going to take time, but I've been trying to find some extra posts to just start to create organic engagement, which doesn't exist on the page yet, but it's going to come. But this is this was a Sunday morning post that I put in, sort of asking people what they might drink, on a Sunday morning. So it was coffee. I started thinking about authors, and I came up with this one, which was an article I found about 40 inspiring workspaces of famously creative authors.
Mm.
And it was just 40 different offices of what their creative space looked like, which to me would be a really good post once we get our audience engaged. But unfortunately, it hasn't happened yet, but it's very early days. And then today, I created a post which I thought might work for you guys, which was, it's one of my phrases, which is think, type twice, type once for social media.
Mm-hmm.
But I know as an author, you might think about things 100 times and then type 10 times, so that's why I had, how many times do you think, then type, and then retype? So just trying to ask open-ended questions, just to give people the idea of what's possible. And ultimately, if we have a bunch of Helenisms over time, then what we can do is we can create posts for you that would be like this graphic in the Author Bridge Media and a photograph of you or something like that. So that's kind of where I'm thinking about, we could go with this.
Mm-hmm.
And then what Facebook's telling us here is you could reach 9,100 people for $25 with this post. Do you want to do it? And we're not there to do that yet, but Facebook will always tell us what's possible
Mm-hmm.
and how many people we could reach if we put some money into the account.
Got it. Okay.
So that's kind of stuff I'm doing. We did it with a kitchen company quite recently. We did famous kitchens of professional chefs,
Mm-hmm.
which is very cool because it, like Gordon Ramsay and Jamie Oliver and all these people that people know from TV, we managed to find, it's not difficult, in different blog magazines, photographs of their home kitchens. And people love to see what Gordon Ramsay's actual home kitchen looked like. So what I was thinking was, if we could find photographs of Michael Gerber's desk, or all these different people, or Hemingway when he was out in the Bahamas, or wherever all these people sort of wrote their books, it would be kind of cool to put the backstory behind the creative space that they came up with to do that. What do you think?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, good. Just trying to come up with different content. What I've also done is I've added, you see this here, pages to watch?
Yep.
So what I've done is I've set up a number of other people in your space just to see what they're doing on social media.
I
So
have a few other people that are actually closer to what we do.
Perfect. Well, let me add those right now. Do tell.
Book in a Box.
Okay, so and the other good thing about this is we don't actually have to go like the page, so they don't know we're watching them. This is pretty good for this.
Like
Okay.
two. There's another one. It looked like it had another.
Oh, let's go back in.
Well, they have way more likes than I do.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
They have. You see how they have a few? There's another Book in a Box, and then
that's a children's boxes. That's just a location by the look of it.
All right. The other one is Advantage Media or Advantage Publishing, because they now have both.
Advantage Media Group, that one?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Watch page. Yep.
So, okay. Super. So what that does is it puts them in order of the size of, like, and I can make it go, I can make this column go bigger. So obviously Mike Konings has got the most people, but he hasn't posted at all this week. So there's nothing for him to see. Lulu.com was another one. Do you know them?
Yeah, I do.
So they've got a massive following, obviously. And they've done 20 posts this week. So what this does is, if I then click here, I'm not liking the page per se, but it shows me the posts that they've done in terms of popularity. So this was the most popular post in the last week, which got 322 likes.
Wow.
Say 15% on print and photo books. And that was using this code. So we can see the types of posts that are working. Wow. Ready to publish our top 10 tips from authors. And that got 18 likes. So nowhere near that one. So, but what we can do is we can start to learn from this and just see what they're writing, and without having to go hunting. Ready for back to school, use Lulu's free publishing tips to customize textbooks for students. So, that's.
I've got a couple more that we could add to this.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
that are more relevant. Another one is Michael Levin, Business Ghost. Michael Levin, but his company name is Business Ghost. So I don't know if it's under this or Business Ghost. I think that it was there earlier. I think I saw it. He's sort of a mentor, actually. Business Ghost. Oh, where did it go?
Not seeing it.
Levin.
Oh, sorry, I typed it wrong, didn't I?
Business Ghost. Or is it Michael Levine? That is Levin. Maybe it's Levine.
He's a publicist there, but it's only got 10 likes.
No. Huh. Maybe he's not on. I can't.
Well, he might.
Michael Levine, Business Ghost. It is it is a very common name, though.
Well, let's just Google him and find out.
They're actually ghostwriters.
Okay, this is his. Okay, and then he has a Facebook page here. Oh, Business Ghost. Okay, all one word. Okay, so again, and he has 487. So we don't have to like the page, we just need to type it in. So it's Business Ghost with no space. There it is. So we can now watch that. Yep.
Okay, another one is Gotham Ghostwriters. It's a little different than us, but it is another. They're in our industry.
Yep.
And then the other one is Greenleaf Press.
Greenleaf Press. There you go.
Yep.
Oh, you have more likes than them.
I have more likes than them?
They only have 48. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So in that case, then what I can do is I can ditch Mike Konings if you don't want to watch him at all.
Yeah, I think so. We ditch them, ditch Lulu, because Lulu isn't. Well, actually, Lulu is good because they're in our industry, so it gives us an idea.
Yeah. This one here is they've got a ton of likes, but they do press for deaf people. It's all about sign language, but it's all about printing.
Yeah, I would delete them. They're not really a competitor.
Okay.
Well, I guess what we're doing is looking at competitors. SDBGA, I would take that out too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Lisa, I would leave just because she's a mentor, you know.
Yes, absolutely.
The other one, I'm curious because we want a combination of very successful ones so I can imitate what they're doing. At the same time, it's kind of nice to have others that are competitors to see how they're doing, right?
Absolutely, and that's why I do it, is to be able to just also to get inspiration, just to see what they're up to and how they do it, so that it gives us fuel ideas and stuff as well. So
well, if Mike is an inspiration, that's fine. You can leave him there.
Well, I don't know if he is or not. I mean, I know that a lot of sassies have spent a lot of money with him when they probably should have spent money with you, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's look at Book in a Box. So now we can go to these.
Yeah, I would say right now they're our closest competitors.
Okay, so straight out the gate, they've just done a post. How Robert Glazer's book brought him to the industry. So that's a brand new post. So that's a blog about Robert Glazer. And that's the only post they've actually done in the last week. There's nothing else coming up.
How many likes do they have for their stuff in general?
Let's look. 2,400.
Okay, we gotta now you got me going, like Jonathan. Okay, we gotta beat them.
I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you.
They're the ones whose names come up the most when we're on sales calls.
Okay.
So they're like our direct competitors right now. I consider them
Okay.
to be our direct competitors. So we need to beat them.
Hmm.
Okay. Advantage Media is another one that comes up.
Okay.
So we're the closest to them. People also talk about Forbes. Well, recently Forbes Publishing that came up once, but not very often. And then there's other publishing companies that you know.
Actually, I found this article which you may know about. No, not that. This one. 1 second. I'll find it now. Here we go. This was articles about other people that look to be in your space when I did a Google search.
Uh-huh.
So these are these are publishers.
Yeah, see, because we don't actually have a publishing company. We're not publishers.
Okay,
We're doing
so
publishing services. So
okay,
I
so
haven't. I'm not jumping into that.
no, okay. So I wasn't sure if any of these people might be worth sort of spending some time on or not. But if these are just publishers, then
Well, the only other one that I really like is Outskirts Press, and they're also doing publishing services. So I haven't looked at them for a while, but what's really good about them is that they have a very strong online commerce, a very strong online shopping cart. So they have people buying their services online without talking to a salesperson.
oh wow.
You know, that would be the closest I would say. Like all of these are really, these are all very small publishing companies.
That's yeah. I wasn't sure. That's why I just
Yeah,
put
yeah,
something in, and I was just curious because I was just trying to get
yeah,
some backstory and read along the
yeah,
way.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's good to know.
Thanks for asking.
So okay, so that's. Let me just finish Facebook before I go to the next one. So that's what I'm doing. So if we just go back
Thank
one
you.
step. So Author Media into Insights.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see this, and
Oh,
then if you just
interesting. Like
scroll down.
now you got my like desire going. Like, hey,
Excellent. Yay.
I have some motivation here now.
Perfect. And then, as I said, you can add up to 20 pages or so that we can follow. So literally just click that box.
Got it.
So likes of Lisa. I mean, she's just done a quick video here. She's answering questions. She's got motivational quote. So it's smart because this is her event that's coming up. This is the original title apparently of her very first event, and Monetize Your Mission was the first title that she had of an event, and she's dropped. This was the Ultimate Sales Boot. No.
Yeah, Ultimate Sales Bootcamp.
Yes, that's right. That's what this was, and this is now what she's calling it for this year.
How interesting. She's gone back to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's a new event coming up in Vegas. So I'll be there. So I'll let you know how it goes. So they're like her
Hey, if you
3
can get
posts.
free tickets, can you send me links?
Yeah. I don't know how I'm going for $97. But I don't even think I pay that. I think I get that back because that's like
Yeah,
that non-show
97.
deposit.
Yeah, that's your deposit. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. Anyway, if you think I should go to any events, just let me know. Just make the suggestion and I'll go.
Sure. Jennifer has one coming up at the end of September.
Uh-huh.
It's well, it's high ticket selling. I think the early bird price is $297.
297?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I think that's her
Well,
early bird price still, and it's at Rancho Bernardo.
uh-huh.
I don't know how far away that is from where you live.
Well, if you think I should go, I'll go. You know?
Well, that way we can spend a lot of time together too.
That would be something for sure.
Yeah. I know.
It's kind of awkward because Vanessa's going to be selling there. It's like
I
Vanessa
know.
should be selling me the ticket. But you're the one who's
Yeah.
recommending it. So yeah, I'll go if you tell me to go, Jonathan.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And she is the one who referred you to me or me to you. So
That's correct. Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. Let me find out.
you tell me what's appropriate. What's
Okay, will do.
the right
Yeah,
thing?
will do. Yeah, okay.
Okay,
So
good.
so you can get inspired. So then we go and look at, so like we're number 6 out of this, right? And it's only because of the number of likes. But you can see that we've done 14 posts, which is a lot more than most people.
Uh-huh.
And
It's
so like a book in a box, they've got 2,400 people, but they've only engaged with one person.
uh-huh.
And in this instance, we've engaged with 11.
Right.
So even though we have a lot less likes, we've actually reached more people. And this will improve it as we go along.
Right.
But that's what I've been working on Facebook
Okay.
there.
Okay,
Okay,
great.
so what I'd like to do then is totally change everything from the cover picture to the ad and everything for September 13th. So we'll do that.
Can I say go ahead and do that?
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Okay, good. Great.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
do it. Do whatever you want to,
We
John.
will do that.
Have
We will
fun
do
with
that.
it.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah. The other thing I'd like to do quickly, just with the website, is there is no social media links anywhere on your website. So
It's at the bottom. It's way, way, way at the bottom. Okay, so let me share with you a little bit about this.
let me, where I don't see them.
Is it not there? I thought we had them. Maybe we just didn't put them. We forgot. We
I
have
don't
them
know.
on the other one.
Yeah, I guess I'd like to get them on this. So
Yeah. Go ahead, put it on. So I gave you the login to the back end of this. Did you guys get in?
Yes, yeah. Paige and I had a good look at it. I haven't touched anything, but yes, we did get in the back end. I'm not sure with the coding of the footer how easy it is to add those.
So it's fairly straightforward, right? It's not. I mean,
Oh no, it's fine.
If you know WordPress, but if you don't feel comfortable with it, like I said, just give us a punch list of things to do, and I'll have Mike do it, or I'll just introduce you, and you can directly give him directions, and he'll do it. You know.
That's probably going to be the quickest way to do it.
Yeah. He charges $100 an hour, and he's great. He's absolutely fantastic. So
awesome.
And Angela, you already. Sometimes I have Angela do stuff because if it's an easy fix or easy design, because she also has design experience. I let Angela do it, and then maybe I have Mike tweak it or fix it. But if it's harder design, if it's more major design stuff, then I have Mike do it.
Yeah,
so,
this should be fairly simple. Yeah, because like the other thing I noticed is there's no contact page. I mean, there is a contact box over here, but there's no in the menu. There's no contact page as such, which seems. I mean, the about us is there and everything
it's
there,
just
but
tab on the right.
I know, which looks a little strange on mobile. So and it's not a pretty page because it doesn't say anything. It's just like contact us.
Right. Well, we kept it very simple because once you hit contact page, then it goes into a deeper dive questionnaire. That's the reason why we're just trying to.
Understood. I just think I'll just give you an example on mine. I wrote a blog last night. I know it's not a big deal, but it is for me because I haven't written a blog since February. And I teach it, and I write so many for other people, and I have to do it. And it's been on my mind for about 3 days. Because it was a pretty cool story. I really badly hurt my back last week. I thought I'd actually slipped a disc. And I managed to get to see a physiotherapist, and I hadn't. It was just one of my discs was out of alignment, so he fixed it. But it just, I'll send you a link to the blog and you can tell me what you think. But it just got me thinking about marketing and how, because I was in, you probably know my story. I was in a bad car accident, and my back will never be great. And if I do exercises regularly, my back is always fine. But what happens is my back's fine. I get busy. I don't do exercises, and my back goes out. And I was just saying, it's the same with businesses. Business is going well, cash flow's good, lots going on. We stop marketing, and then suddenly, like the Houston storm happens, and lots of things change for business, and they think, "Oh crap, I need new lead like right now." And because they haven't done any marketing, they have to go into sort of like triage, like I did. So I ended up having cupping on my back. I had six cups on my back to take the pressure away, so you could eventually get into it. So my video on my blog was, does your business need cupping?
I love it. That's great.
So that was my, so this is this is my contact page. And we make Zafafan. We're always here to help. We'll answer your questions. We love to hear comments. Picture is responsive. And then I go into, a few questions that I might ask, blah, blah, blah. And then they can fill all that in because, but I don't have a form because I have a different form here where book an appointment and do the intake questionnaires. So I have different forms, and then I have links to this. So this is all stuff that Lindsay and I developed for mine. So this is all stuff we'll start on next week, looking at your stuff as well, and just the flow, and just wondering, how that all pass through.
I don't mind doing that. There's a few thoughts about this. The reason why I have a form is actually you're welcome to test it, but basically we have a form that asks them about it, and one of the key questions we ask is, what is your budget?
Okay.
Because for my industry, even now with that question, I still have people saying, hey, I have this really, really great story, and they're so excited about the story, and they say, oh, and then how about if we split the profits? Right? Or once it goes to Hollywood, this is a really great Hollywood movie. People are going to love this book and love this movie, and we're going to make millions. Let's split the profits. Honestly, every week we have people asking that kind of question. So it's really important for us to filter. And then the picture you mentioned about a guy in a suit.
Yes.
I specifically wanted a male in a suit because I wanted to indicate that we are for business people and business.
Okay. Yep.
And especially me as a female, a lot of people will say, oh, so do you help people write novels? Or are you helping people write? So I have to make it really, really clear that we work with business people. We're working with entrepreneurs and business leaders such as Michael Gerber, blah, 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 blah. So, and honestly, our best avatar, our target audience are male, not female.
Okay. Because I've just been looking at all the pictures of people on retreat, and there was just like one man there, obviously. So
yeah, but having said that, I'm not that crazy about that photo. We just couldn't find the right photo that expressed the right thing, because too many of the photos are of, a girl, or like a young male or a young female lying on the grass reading a book, right? So it's all expressing novels, or it's about a man, reading a book, but you don't get the feeling that they're reading their own book or they're writing their own book. You get the feeling that they're reading something else,
Right.
So we had a hard time, and then I wanted somebody like at the front of a stage of like a TED Talk holding a book up. That would be ideal. A speaker holding a book up. But we couldn't find any photos of that,
Oh, yeah.
And then at one point we had a photo of me, but then we were attracting all these Asians, who had cultural books to write. You know what I mean? It's like, no, that's not our target audience,
Plus you're Hawaiian anyway, right? So. Oh, it just froze. I don't know if you can hear me. It's just
anyway. They're not all bad, but people, right? Business leaders and entrepreneurs.
No, I know. Yeah.
Professional speakers.
I've been doing a lot of.
That would be my ideal. Is somebody like sharing the book and everybody going, wow, like the back of the stage, you see heads in the crowd, you see somebody on the stage holding up a book, and you could tell it's a business environment and people are excited about that book. That's my ideal photo. We just haven't been able to find it. And the photos that we had, they were too specific. Like you saw a face and you thought it was about that specific person. You know what I'm saying? Or the crowd, the heads were too weird, and so it came across as being very cluttered, and you couldn't see the words.
Yeah.
So we just haven't had the best photo. So if we could Photoshop a photo together, that would be great.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Lindsay's really good at finding that kind of stuff. So
yeah, that would be
she'll get this recording, and we'll work on that.
Okay,
so.
great.
Okay, perfect.
And also too, I sent you our ideal clients and our avatars list. So just to say really, really quickly, the ideal clients list was done in 2012. It was very general as to what we're looking for, and the qualities are there, you know, like they're enthusiastic, they're coachable, blah, blah, blah. But the avatars is something that we're in the process of creating right now. I'm actually working with Cynthia Trevino, who's also a Sassy grad.
Oh, I know Cynthia.
Yeah, she's phenomenal. But
She's great. Her husband is Jim, right?
yeah,
An
yeah,
older
yeah,
fellow.
exactly,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. So we're in the process of doing the avatars, and so the avatars that I came up with are Sally the speaker, a professional speaker, Bart the
Mm-hmm.
businessman. Bart the businessman is actually more our target audience. Is actually our number one target audience. Number two is Sally the speaker. Okay, Bart the businessman is number one. Sally speaker, and then we have Transition Tracy or Transition Charlie. I haven't quite figured out which is better. I think Transition Tracy, but Transition Tracy is somebody who is going through a transition. Like maybe they were in the corporate world and now they're setting up their own consulting, or they've been a stay-at-home mom and now they're, you know, going to be a speaker. But they're the people who have a lot of knowledge and experience, but they're starting a new business. So truthfully, they don't have a lot of capital,
Mm-hmm.
right? But they want a book to have credibility. So for them, the guided program is best.
Right.
Where they're
Yeah,
writing themselves.
that's interesting because let me show you somebody. A Sassy that I met, she was in corporate and she she did a 1 year Sassy and she believes she's going to be a really good speaking coach.
Mm-hmm.
So we worked with her and to create this brand.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's based over in Illinois area sort of thing. So she had photographs done and the whole thing is about helping her. And what she did was she interviewed, I think it was, 20 key speakers.
Mm-hmm.
So her book is about her interviews. And she interviewed like Lisa Sasevich and Susie Norman and lots of people. The only person she had to pay was, is it Jack Canfield or is it, which is the guy? There's, you can see his picture there. Who is that? Is that, I can't see it. Is that Brian Tracy? It is,
Yeah.
isn't it? Brian Tracy.
Yeah.
She's the only person she actually had to pay to have a visit with,
Yeah.
but he ended up giving her 3 times the amount of time she asked for,
Uh-huh.
and has stayed in touch with her and gave her a video testimony as well.
Oh wow, cool.
So she's based her whole business model around. I have a book. I have studied the world's greatest speakers, and I can now teach you what I've learned because of the engaging interviews that I've had with these people. And she's left corporate to literally just do this.
Exactly.
Okay, that's interesting.
Exactly.
And she bought Mike's book coaching thing, and then she then bought his celebrity spotlight thing where you go back and do videos in his cafe and so on. So
Oh right,
I
right.
think she dropped obviously she joined Sassy for a year, and then she bought Mike's package, which I think was about $4,000, and then she bought his next package, which I think was about $6,000.
Uh-huh.
And then she came to me and said, "I need a website." I went, "Yes, you do." And she said, "I really don't have any money left."
Right, exactly, exactly.
Oh dear. But anyway, that's and then this is her facilitating and that kind of thing. So that's interesting. Yeah. That'll really help me because
right.
That's exactly the type of person.
Exactly. Yep. That's Transition Tracy. A businessman Bart is, you know, like a businessman who generally they're making $500,000, more likely $1 million or more. That's our target. That's really our best target for custom ghostwriting packages because they want a book, they need a team. So Sally the speaker is a professional speaker and they need to get a book to get to the next level of paid speaking gigs and keynote talks. They
Got
need
it.
to have a book. So it's a business expense.
Yeah. Do you know Nancy Jutton at all?
I know her name, but
she's based in Seattle. She's based in Seattle. I've heard her speak in Vancouver, and I follow her a little bit. She gets around a lot, but she has. Let's see. Yeah, this is her. She has a Facebook group, and originally she was just helping people write the bio, and then she started helping people get like a speaking package together, and then she has made a whole business, and she's got a Facebook group which is helping people get on the stage. And obviously writing a book would be a big part of that. I'm just wondering if we should make an introduction so the two of you could, it might be a really good fit.
Could be.
Um,
And also too, we could invite her to speak on our stage.
Absolutely. Okay.
So that could be a good.
Yeah.
Is she Sassy grad?
No, I think she's been to some events, but I don't think she was a Sassy. I don't believe.
Yeah, I know her name. I may even
Yeah,
be on
she's
tell you the
maybe. Yeah, but that's that's exactly what she's doing, is working with people who want to be speakers, and she helps them craft the. When I saw her at a Toastmasters event, and Canadian professional speakers hosted it, and her thing was all about getting this better bio to boost your business and get on stage as a speaker.
Right.
But I don't think she does book writing or anything like it. So yeah,
Okay,
Bellevue,
cool.
Washington, and yeah, 2,200 likes. So that's
good. Yeah,
that's where we want to get you. Yeah, that's
those
where we want
are
to
our
get you.
top avatars. Transition Charlie, we don't really make a lot of money from them. They're mostly the group program. You know, I just revamped the group program. It's the price is between 2,500 and 4,000 now, just to write, just to learn how to write. We have an action club. We have the writing retreats. We have the boot camp. You know, the action club is actually really, really good. It's a daily writing club, daily accountability. But the whole point is that the guided program now is a smaller package between 2,500 and 4,000, just to get their manuscript written, and then they go from there. And then the fourth avatar is Memoir Mary, people who want to write memoirs. And the ones that we sell, I can close at a very high level, but we don't do too many of those. So our top one is Businessman Art. Second is Sally Speaker. Both of those are custom package clients.
Yeah.
$17,000 to $40,000 packages.
Yeah.
It's Transition Tracy with the, you know, up to $4,000 package, and then Memoir Mary, it's all over the place.
I love that. I love those names.
Thank you. Those are our top avatars. So that's why I prefer a male on the
yes.
website.
Okay. Understood. Yeah. Yeah. Totally understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Just on your other social platforms.
Yeah.
I sent you an invite to connect on LinkedIn some time back.
Oh.
So
I thought I accepted.
Not yet. No.
Did I not?
No.
Can you go in and accept for me?
Yes, I can do that. Yeah. Okay, I'll do that. Because the other thing I want to do is I want to create. We'll do that. A business page for your business as well.
We actually started to do that, but I don't know where the content is. I mean, Nicole. Well, she's the one who quit. I had her start it, and then I don't know what she did with it.
Oh, you know what? It's here. Yeah, but she just hasn't linked your. We just haven't linked your.
I think she did it as a draft, maybe.
No, it's live.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
okay.
I can see it now.
Okay, great.
Okay, and she's put updates to it.
Oh, wonderful.
So we just need to link that to your social. Okay, yeah, we can do that.
She did a really good job.
She did. Yeah, I was very impressed.
During the short time she was here.
So she's now moved to San Diego?
Yes, she finally arrived last week.
But without a job now.
Yeah, now without a job. So that's on her. Let her. And her partner, she moved in. She moved here with her girlfriend lover, who also does not have a job but has $80,000 in school debt.
Holy.
Yeah, so I was kind of like, you know what? Maybe it's a blessing in disguise that she's not working with us, because she had a couple of emotional meltdowns during the writing retreat because of her girlfriend.
Oh my gosh.
She wanted to leave early one day, and I said, look, you made a commitment here. You have a job. You can't leave. Mm-hmm. She's at home. She can take care of it. You don't need to go save her. She can take care of it. I was like,
how bizarre.
So That's kind of interesting. But she
Yeah,
did a
no,
great job. That's the point.
she did. Yeah, yeah.
She did a
And
good job.
then, yeah,
Sorry,
and then
kind of
she
went
was,
off on a tangent.
yeah, she was doing your Twitter as well.
Yeah, she did a good job. That's the thing.
Mhm. Yeah,
I
no,
need
I
to find
agree.
someone. I need to find someone who's skilled, but who's stable.
Yeah, yeah. So she did that, and then I noticed on your Twitter the bio links to this page, which I hadn't actually seen before.
Yes. So this is my personal freelance writer website that I had when I was a freelance journalist. So I haven't done anything with it since 2012, since 2011, and
Okay.
I kind of don't know what to do because all my all my journalism work is here. There's like
Mm,
Helen Chang speaker or Helen Chang writer, speaker, author, or you know what I mean? A personal page that's website that's separate from the business one. But
yes.
I've been kind of in identity crisis about what to do. So
Okay. Okay. It's just because this is linked to your Twitter page, so maybe we should just link Twitter to the Author Media.
yes, yeah.
Okay. All right. We can do that.
You
We can
link
do
it.
that.
I'm
Yeah.
just
And do you remember we talked about Instagram?
yes.
And I'm struggling to find the account.
I don't think we ever. I don't think we ever started one because we looked for it. We looked for our passwords. Da 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 da.
Okay. All right then.
I
That's
don't think
fine
I
then.
have an account.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. And the reason is that I sort of felt that Instagram wasn't our target audience because it's more millennials, because our target audience tends to be 30 to 60.
Yeah. So more into the more into LinkedIn then.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And Facebook. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. I
So
can
it's
do
like
that.
I don't mind having Instagram if it's done strategically, but if it doesn't generate leads for me, I don't really want to spend time or money feeding it.
No, no, I understood. No, understood. That was just Chris. Oh, one other point that I had here. Apparently, Louise Hay died today. Yes,
Gosh.
yes. So I didn't know if you wanted to do a
Yes.
post about how much impact
She's my mentor. That's who I wanted to be. I want to be Louise Hay that has its own separate company, right? I wanted Authorbridge Media to be like Hay House Publishing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like the figurehead for the company.
Yes. Yeah, she passed away today.
Oh my God.
So there'll be lots of posts about it, but I didn't know if you wanted to make it a little bit more personal about whether you'd met her or knew her or followed her. Obviously, you know of her.
Yeah. I think I heard her speak at a church. She's fantastic.
Yep. Okay, I'll do a post about that.
Thank you. I love her.
You're welcome.
She was such a pioneer. Just so you know, by way of background, you may already know this, but basically, she healed herself, and she wrote her book. You know, You Can Heal Your Life, and she couldn't find anyone who would publish it. None of the traditional publishers would publish it. They said it was too woo-woo, basically, back then, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she ended up starting her own publishing company just so she could publish her own book. And this was before, Amazon, before print on demand, all that sort of stuff. And that's how Hay House got started. And it turned out that people loved the book. And then that's how come, other people started asking her to publish their woo-woo books. And
Right.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah. So, I mean, they've already changed the cover picture here to her everything. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. In fact, this is who Lisa's gone with to do her book, right? Hay House.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. Okay. I can do that. Yeah, sorry about that. Breaking news.
Wow. She was an amazing woman. I mean, she's phenomenal. When I heard her speak, I was like, I can't believe she's as old as she is. It was unreal.
So she was 90. I think it said. Yeah, natural causes at 90. It's not bad, is it? As you say, she was so sick and so on. So, yeah. Okay, so then just finally then, just this top 7 making money products from your book. So this is not a repeat of the Amazon creative then. This is completely different. This is different.
Yeah,
okay.
I have to write it to write the talk.
Okay. But this is definitely what we should be pushing right now.
Yeah, and the reason is because I got a speaking gig in New Zealand at the Global Speakers Summit.
That's right. You told me. Yeah, that's so exciting.
Yeah, and so this is a practice run of the talk I'm giving over there because this was the talk that got accepted.
Yeah, and that was in February, isn't it? Coming up?
That's in February. The talk is actually 1 expertise, 7 products, 12 products, 7-figure business. It's kind of like that. That's the one I'm doing in New Zealand. So this is a dry
Wonderful.
run. This
Perfect.
is really talking about only 7 products, whereas that talk I'm going to be talking about 12 products.
Okay. And this is a Facebook ad that's running as well, right? At the same time.
Correct. We set it up. I had Nicole set it up. She also did a great job with this.
She did. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'll get.
Yeah, she did a really good job. So, and I gave it. Yeah, we gave it a $200 budget. So I don't know how many people are signed up for it right now. I'm curious.
I don't know.
I'll look. Let me take a look. See what the results are. So it went live on Saturday during the retreat. So
got it.
Let's see. Anyway, yeah, if you could do all that, that'd be great.
Yeah, I can get paid working that afternoon.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see, 7 top money making. Oh wait, statistics. Let's see on that. Oh, kind of disappointing. We only have 38 registrations. We have 53 registrations.
53.
I think August 28th. Yeah, 28th. So that means that most of them came in from our email list. They didn't. I don't think they came in from our Facebook ad.
Oh, because you can actually see how the Facebook ad's performing on Insights.
Oh.
So when I go back,
yeah, right.
So under 1 second, I'm going to catch us up. Insights. Yeah, the first thing here. So right now, it's $56 she spent of it, and there's 38 clicks, and it's reached 5,000 people.
38 clicks, but then how many of them actually registered? You don't know either, huh?
I wouldn't have that.
We can't tell. The only way we can tell is by going through to the email list of people who registered, and anyone who's not currently on our list came in from the Facebook ad.
Yeah, I say I'll have to get her to add me to your ad manager's account, because when I click on it, it goes to my ad manager, and I'm not a manager of your ad manager yet, so I can't see.
I can send you all that information if you want.
Sure, and I'll just add myself to it.
Okay.
I think I probably could do that anyway, but yeah, none of these are my none of those are your ads.
So we've spent $58 to have 38 clicks. $56 to have 38 clicks. It's like $1
over, yeah.
$1 just to have a click, and who knows how many actually register.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the image that should be at the top of the Facebook page right now, and I click, to the landing page and so on. So I'll get all that sorted out.
I'll let you handle that.
Okay. Now, what I'd like to, with the next dates for September, can I just wait until Lindsay's back in the saddle on Tuesday, and then I'll get her calendar, and then I'll send you the 2 September dates. Would that be okay?
Yeah, that would be good.
And then I'll find out about Jennifer's event and Lisa's event as well, and I'll get back to you on those dates.
Yeah, I'll just put it this way. If you tell me to go, I will go. Okay. I'm kind of like, I'm interested, but I kind of need that push. Like,
yeah,
I need someone to tell me what to do, given that I really don't know what to do these days. Other than give it to God.
Yeah, well, that's nothing wrong with that.
That's right. God's in charge of my business. It's like, if God's in charge of my life and my business, I'm not going to worry about it. So
that's how I start every day.
So you can be a messenger.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. That's great. I'll stop the recording. I'll send it to Lindsay, and we'll get on with this.
Thank you so much, Jonathan.
Good to see you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye for now.